it's Shawnee. Welcome back. Guess what time it is? It is time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I've used over the past week and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Now today I have 5 slots. I've got bangles and I've got a head wrap, just in case you were wondering. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. At number 5, it's always in there. Take a guess. My cousin. The Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. This is the Defining Neutrals. This is always in the roundup. And even if it's not, I still use it throughout the week. Like sometimes I'll decide I want to do a wing and I'll pop in with tourmaline, or I want to do some color correcting and I'll pop in with core. Brows, I'll use Sculpted. Contour and bronzer, I'll use Bark and Harvest. So I use this palette all the time, and I try to do, I really like a look of like neutral with a red lip. It's really fast and I think classic for moi, and I did that look for work one day during this week. I just really wanted something simple. I wasn't seeing a lot of people that day in person. I wasn't seeing a lot of people. And so I just wanted to keep it easy breezy. Danessa Myricks. So that is number 5. At number 4, I had a combination of palettes. Now what I do is I keep a couple of eyeshadow palettes in my office, in my desk. I have 2 NYX palettes. I think they're 5 or 6 pans. And then I have the Nomad Air. I think that's 6 pans. I keep those there because I feel like I can do really neutral, quick, work-friendly and office-friendly looks with those. So I used one of the NYX palettes. I think it was the Ultimate Queen. I don't have it because it's in my office. I didn't want to bring it home and forget it, but it's pretty much just neutrals. And I paired it with the Pat McGrath Labs Sunset Romance. I basically just popped in a shimmer. I didn't want to use these mattes because I didn't want the rosy tone for once in my life. So I wanted to use more like browns, and like taupes, and just paired that with a shimmer, and I thought it was real cute, real easy, and again very work office friendly. Now number 3 was another combination, and I did a look for my mama bear, Erica Conger. She turned the big 5-0, okay? She's half a century old, all right? Clap for that, okay? So I know that she likes the Wealthy Chic palette from Colored Raine. So I used this palette and I combined it with a Pat McGrath palette. This is Nocturnal Nirvana. It's one of her 4 pans. I just popped on that green shimmer there, and it gave it a little zhuzh when I paired it with the Wealthy Chic. So make sure you remember to tell Erica happy birthday. It was on the 12th of July, but I'm sure she'll still take happy birthdays from people, so do it. Okay, and at number 2, Pat McGrath is just killing it for me this week. I have a Mothership palette. This is the Divine Rose 2. And, oops, how about I open it correctly? Here it is. I think I've mentioned before, this is the first Mothership I bought. I think this was my first ever like Pat McGrath purchase. And I mean, now I have everything. So I usually go to this shade, which is one of the special shades, and it's named Sextraterrestrial. 1, I like the name, and 2, I just love the shade. But this time I decided to do something a little different. I pretty much kept it fairly neutral. That's been my jam lately, with a little bit of color, and I thought it was cute. Again, it was for work. When is it not? And I really liked it. Pat McGrath, I was feeling Pat Mother this week. Now at number 1, very, very colorful look using the Blend Bunny Lure palette. And this is the look that I did as the like celebrating the 1-year anniversary of me and my good girlfriend Jan Van doing our Copy Kitty looks. We've taken a bit of a break with Copy Kitty for the summer just to like chill, for Jan to play with the grandbabies, for me to get my sleep together. But we wanted to make sure to celebrate the great idea that Jan had to have us do this throughout the year. So really enjoyed this palette. All the colors that I needed were in here and it was really fun. So that video is definitely up. You should go check it out if you want to see the look come together. And I think that's it. Kept it simple this week, right? Yeah. Yeah. So on a serious tip, I am so sad to hear that Shannon Doherty and Richard Simmons both passed away. Just like icons, right? I went to yoga and I was like, oh my gosh, Shannon Doherty passed away. And there's quite a few younger folks in there and they were like, who? Man, but she was really living her life these past few years, you know, as her breast cancer came back. Ugh, cancer is trash. It sucks. Yeah. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about that? And then Richard Simmons, like, icon, right? Ugh. Man, life. But anyway, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.